Hi there. I am in my second office, which is my car. Most realtors will agree to that. I am going to talk to you today about some things to consider when listing your house. First and foremost, you want to hire an agent who is familiar with your local neighborhood. They will help you price your house appropriately. And what I mean by that is you want to price it at market value. You don't want to price it too high because buyers can see online what houses are selling for in your neighborhood. And if you're priced much higher, they're likely to think it's overpriced and overlook it. And if you price it too low, you run the risk of people thinking something's wrong with it. So you really do want to price it at market value. Okay, the next thing is you need to hire an agent who uses a professional photographer. I cannot stress this enough. This is one of the most important things. 93% of buyers are searching for their next home online. So you want to be able to showcase your house in its best light. And you can't do that with cell phone pictures off of your agent's cell phone. So you want to hire an agent who uses a professional photographer, and it's a bonus if their photographer also does drone footage, video walkthroughs, and 3D Matterport tours. So be sure to ask about that. You need to clean and declutter your house, and that also includes removing personal items as much as possible. So all personal pictures, knickknacks, you really want to take it down to the bare bones of your home so that a buyer can walk in and imagine their life in the home. So you want to clear things out. And like I said, you need to do a deep cleaning. So you don't want dust on your fan blades, and you want your windows to be sparkling clean. If you are planning on leaving the home before you list it, so it will be vacant, you might want to consider having it staged. So again, you want to paint the picture for the buyer that they can imagine their life in that home. So you want it to feel cozy and welcoming. So a blank canvas of an empty house is sometimes too stark. So you might want to consider having it staged. Okay, another thing is to do some cosmetic updates, something like paint. So for instance, I have a bright orange bathroom and I love it, but I'm sure most people won't. So when it's time for me to sell my house, I'm going to have to repaint that a neutral color. You also want to do touch-ups on any scuffs. So even if you don't do a full repaint, make sure that scuffs are touched up. When you do take pictures down and artwork that is personal, fill in the holes, do a little touch-up paint. Now let's talk about disclosures. You need to disclose. So if you have things that are wrong with the house, you want to make sure that you disclose those to potential buyers. It can be little things, which I prefer that you fix the little things, but if you can't, then they need to be disclosed. And those are things like doors that stick or drawers that are wonky. Just any of those little honey-do things that you've been putting off. But you also need to disclose the bigger things and things that you've already repaired and things that need to be repaired. You don't want a buyer to come in, buy your house, and then discover all these things wrong with it after the fact, because that's setting yourself up for a lawsuit. So disclose all of the imperfections. Okay, and then talking about those little things that are needing to be repaired, you don't want a buyer to come in and notice that, the shower door sticks and that drawer is off the rails and there's something off kilter about that cabinet drawer. You want to fix the little things that you can, because if there are a bunch of little things wrong, as the buyer goes through the house, they're going to be adding those up in their head. And if they see a bunch of little things wrong, then they're going to think that maybe there's some big things wrong. You don't want them to even have that thought. And finally, you want to pick an agent who will answer your phone calls and your texts in a timely manner. You want somebody who you like and who you trust and who you know is ethical. So make sure you interview 2 or 3 agents, ask them all of the questions you have, and really pick the person that you feel like you kind of had the best rapport with, because you're going to be spending quite a lot of time with them over the process of selling your home. If you pick somebody that you like, it can be a really enjoyable process. As always, if you have any questions about buying or selling, feel free to reach out and I'm happy to just walk you through it.